guys, welcome back to Wood's Tiny Farm. If you're new here, my name is Marissa and today I'm going to be doing a project in my kitchen. So I don't know if any of you guys watch Acre Homestead, but I love watching her videos. She does a lot of cooking and canning and gardening, and I noticed that in her videos she has a center island with a lot of her kitchen staples in it. So she's got like flour and I think sugar and stuff like that in it. So she doesn't have to go all throughout her kitchen trying to find things or down the hall. So today I'm going to be organizing my center island and I'm going to be making it more efficient for my kitchen. So I have so many things that I have stored in different places, a lot of bulk items that are down in my closet, just things in different cabinets here and there. We've been in this house for I think 7 years now, and I'm just now starting to think that a lot of my processes are not efficient. I'm tired of running all around the house to try to find ingredients. So today we're gonna be working on making my kitchen more efficient. So here's my center island. And if I had my way, I would not have this lip here. I'd love to eventually just make it one big center island without this ledge. Maybe someday, it's on the list. Over here we have a trash can and I have my silverware in here. And this is going to be staying the same. I use these pots and pans a lot. And here are the lids for them and some measuring cups. I'm going to be keeping that as it is. But this is the drawer I'm going to redo. So a lot of this stuff I don't use super often. I feel like I can move a lot of it because I'm not reaching in here every day, and I can add kind of like everyday staple items into this drawer. It's just a mess. Lucky's taking a peek there. So let's get to it. So I bought these on Amazon. The brand is Storganize, and I got 4 of them in a pack. I think I got them for like 20 bucks. But I had to measure my drawers to make sure they would fit. And I think with these, I'm gonna put a lot of bulk items in that I use quite often. So I'll probably do bread flour, all-purpose flour, sugar, and there was one more thing. Now I forget. I'll figure it out. So these came with their own set of measuring cups and some labels, which I'm probably not going to use these. I'm just going to use my label maker. And it looks like with the lids, you have to put these little flaps on here because they're not assembled. Only one of them was assembled, which this is easy. There, just like that. That was simple. Really nice, heavy-duty containers. Lock pretty easy. There you go. Okay, let's make some labels. Initially, I was not going to put salt in one of these, but I think I'm going to, and then my bulk bag I'll just store maybe under the house just to get it out of my closet. But I mean, I don't go through this much salt. I was gonna keep it in a mason jar, but I can't really think of anything that I need this much of to put in here besides like flowers. So I think I'm just gonna do salt. Okay, so we're gonna do all-purpose flour, bread flour, salt, and sugar. I love this thing. I don't know why it's taken me years to figure out that my kitchen is not efficient. I'm just getting really tired of running down the hallway and looking in 5 different areas for my ingredients every time I go to make bread or you know, cook. It's just kind of become a time waster, so a little bit of work here is gonna save me in the end. So I'm gonna put these labels on the top just because when I open the drawer, I will be able to see from the top what I've got going on. Every time I do something like this, I make a huge mess, so I'm sure I will get flour everywhere. So this is my all-purpose flour. This was the bucket I was using before for my all-purpose flour, and it's pretty small compared to this, and I have to fill this up quite often. So I'm excited about having a bigger container. Oh, can't fit all that in there. Back. Same thing with my sugar. I've just been keeping it in this tiny little thing, and when you use like 1 or 2 cups worth in a recipe, it runs out pretty quick. So I think this will save me time. This big tub I stored in. Salt. I've been keeping my Redmond's salt in this mason jar. I just filled it up, but we're gonna dump it in here. Just bought this bag of salt from Redmond's, and how many pounds is it? 25 pounds. You know, us homesteading types like to buy in bulk, so I have bags of things everywhere. Okay, that's gonna last me a long time. Last but not least is my bread flour. So I keep a little rolly bin of this. I don't know if you can see it. Keep a little rolly bin of this down in my closet. And every time I make bread, I have to run down there. So it's gonna be nice just to have this ready and available. Ooh, look at how nice they all look. I'm so excited about this. Let's see how they look in the drawer. Okay, I'm definitely loving this. I do have a lot more room, which I knew I would have more room. I thought about getting 8 of these, but I knew I wouldn't have that many ingredients that I wanted in that much bulk. So I'm gonna look in my pantry and see what I can pull out of there, ingredients wise, probably like some spices and stuff, and put them on this side. Here's my pantry right over here. It's not looking the greatest right now. It's a mess, really. There's some stuff in here I'm not proud of that we have, but you know, stuff like this. I had this the other night and I got a killer headache. I haven't really shared much of that story with you guys, but I get a lot of headaches from like added preservatives and ingredients. So, you know, a lot of this stuff is stuff that my family will eat. My daughter wanted those, which, you know, like I can't say no to everything. I bought these for myself and I did not get a headache from those, so that's good. And I feel like chips give me headaches anymore, but this kind, the Simply kind, is not made with vegetable oil. And I seem to be fine eating those because I love me some chips. So this is probably the side where I'm gonna pull some ingredients from to put in that drawer. I have a ton of these Flavor God spice jars, and I don't use these often enough because I feel like I forget about them. So maybe if they're over there, I will remember. This is my bread making tote, so I do have like extra, let's see, that's sugar and salt. So when I make bread, I'll pull this out, and the only thing I have to run and get usually is my bread flour, or like if I need butter or other things like that, I'll have to grab those. But so it's somewhat centralized. I'll probably put that under there. What else? Maybe some things like my baking ingredients here: baking soda, cornstarch, and baking powder. Yeah, I've got some more salt to put in the rock salt form. So yeah, I'm just gonna go through here and see what I can pull. Here is what I've got so far. My spices, powdered sugar, baking powder, all this stuff here. I put labels on the top so I can see them easily. I'm gonna get these in the drawer and organized, and then we'll see if we have any more room. Okay, I actually think I'm just gonna keep it at that. That looks pretty good. Now when I go to reach for my ingredients, I can just open this bottom drawer and everything will be right there. One thing I think I'm going to do is actually put some measuring cups in here. So if I open them real quick, I can just grab my scoop and scoop out. So I think I'm gonna do that, and then I'll be done. Okay, I've got some nice colorful measuring cups in there. Wow, this is gonna totally transform my kitchen. Now all I have to do is find a place for everything I pulled out of that drawer. I actually think things like my Instant Pot I'm gonna take outside and put on the shelves with my canners. If you guys saw my garage declutter video, my garage looks so much better. I can actually like think out there again. So if you're anything like me, your mind does not work well when you have a lot of clutter in your home or in your space. I know that I get what's called analysis paralysis. I've heard someone say that before, super funny. But I feel like I have so many things that I need to do that I literally do nothing. So right now I'm trying to just take small steps to get to that big end goal, and that is just doing small projects one at a time. So today I just tackled that drawer, and then I've got to put everything else away. So that is super manageable, and I encourage you guys, if you're like me and you can't think with all the clutter and you've got projects that you need to do, just take it one little step at a time. So thanks for sticking in there with me, and I hope to see you on the next one.